Well, hello again. Alright, we're back. We have our Sears Hydro trac disassembled. We have the main chassis here. Everything off of it. And ready to start stripping it. We have to go and get some stripper. That's what we're going to... Rather than, you know, a bunch of grinding and sanding on this, I'd rather get a lot of this paint off if I could by chemically stripping it. That usually is a cleaner way to go in the end. You're not creating all that dust and everything, and you capture all the paint as you take it off, and then you just dispose of it properly. So, no surprises at all through this whole thing. It does got a little rust here and there, but overall I don't think it's too bad. We'll wheel that down, get it as good as we can, and we'll neutralize it and go from there. Here's our hydrostatic transaxle as we dropped it out. Kind of wet and kind of greasy. We got to get it cleaned off, and we'll see if there's any identification tags on it or anything, and possibly we can get some parts and pieces for it. I mean, or at least a manual. I would like to attend to anything that's leaking while we have it out and while we have it apart, and that way we can put it back in and just never have to deal with it again. That would be nice. It definitely needs fresh oil, if anything else. It looks like it calls for type A hydraulic fluid, which I believe morphed into Dextron ATF, and of course, you know, the Dextron's following that. So I believe that is what it uses for, you know, lubricant in the hydro unit. The rear end, I believe, is just regular gear oil. Probably I don't know, a 140, 120, 100 weight. I don't know what. We'll have to figure that out. But we'll clean it back up and see if we can attend to that stuff. Got a lot of parts here to strip. This is more chassis parts. These are front section off of it. Side panels, rear section, fenders. All of this here will have to be stripped off. I think on our footboards, I think we can actually reuse that original rubber pad. We'll take it off and clean it up, and I think probably just re-adhere it back down after we paint those, and that'll be good. I don't really think anything's much too bad. There's, you know, some more side plates, and of course the front axle assembly. Front axle, other than the center pivot, was pretty decent. So not an awful lot to do there. And yeah, so far so good. So we're at the point where we've come down, and now we'll start turning the corner and do what we need to go back up. So yeah, I don't know if a lot of this is just 50 years of, you know, schmutz. I don't think there's any major leaking going on, but it would be good to, you know, deal with this while we got it out. We definitely have to do, you know, bearings and seals there. I think we'll do it both sides, and then whatever else we should do, we'll take care of. We've got to, you know, take that off. All the orange parts have got to be repainted orange. yeah, that will be good. Pretty easy overall. Take this whole thing apart, no big deal. Probably total time invested in this is maybe 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. So that's good. But like I say, we've got to go and acquire some materials now. Start working on stuff. One of the things I'm pondering is getting a small benchtop sandblaster and sandblasting some of the smaller pieces. I think that would be a tremendous time saver, and you know, they come out actually a lot better, I think, if you do blast them. Especially anything that's got any, you know, rust or corrosion or anything like that on it. So yeah, so it's just a little recap of at the finish line here, and we'll get going on the other stuff. The weather outside, it went from 50 degrees the other day to, you know, -5 degrees this morning. So it's turned back. It's decided that it's, you know, winter again. It's supposed to get a little bit of snow again tomorrow, but I don't think a lot. And we haven't really done anything more with our John Deere besides opening the hood, looking around. I think what we'll do is we'll use this as, you know, fill-in time when we have, you know, stripper and stuff on that. Just waiting for that to work. We'll come over and fill around with this. We'll take the hood off so it'll be easy to see what we're doing. But these are pretty easy to do a lot of stuff with. So, but it's funny because coming from, you know, industrial automotive background, you know, all this stuff to me seems to be fairly simple. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I think anybody, I mean, it's fun to work on it, and I think it's the kind of stuff that anybody could, you know, have a good time with, and you don't need a huge space to do it. So I like it. So anyways, that's it. I don't know if I'll get out and get anything today, or we'll see tomorrow, but that's where it's at. And let's say we'll turn the corner and start doing what we need to do to go back the other way now. And now the time involved process begins. To go slow and take your time, put it back together correctly, and get everything done as we're doing it. And that would be the best way. So there. Until we come back again, which shouldn't be too awful long, we'll leave you this. Once again, anybody that's following along, thanks for watching. If you are interested in what we're doing here, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, take it easy.